Hello and welcome back to the Sacred Medicine Podcast. I am your host, Margaret Romero, and this is my very first wisdom for the weekend. And these really short segments are probably going to be anywhere between 10 to 12 minutes, and they are going to be happening every Friday just to give you a little bit of wisdom before your weekend. So these wisdom pieces that I'm sending off are going to be mostly something that I either read or heard from another podcast, because I'm constantly reading, and with reading there's always growth, and so I just wanted to start sharing these little tidbits with you. So the first one is actually a podcast between Liz Gilbert and Glennon Doyle Melton, which are both two fantastic best-selling authors. And Glennon Doyle Melton just came out with Love Warrior, which is a fantastic book if you haven't read that yet. And Liz Gilbert, well, just Google her and you'll see how many books she has out. So one of the things that they talked about was about quitting and why people quit. And I find it so interesting because so many times, I know definitely for myself, there are things that I want to create, or whether that's a program or a book or a workshop or anything, where I think, I'm not sure, you kind of question like, will people like it? And what they said was, people don't quit because they're not good at creating that thing. Instead, they become tired of defending that thing. So somehow in this culture, there is this misconception that says that you can't produce or create anything unless you're really good at it, which is bullshit. So, a lot of people say, oh my God, I created this book. This book is my baby. Or this art piece, this thing is my baby. And when you say that, then it creates this space of like, now you have to babysit this thing and you have to follow it around and you have to make sure that everybody likes it. And they're saying that you shouldn't do that. So what you should be doing, because while you're creating that thing, whatever it is that you really love, you're good at it. You created it and you loved creating it. And now the next thing is to just release it and put it out there. So we really shouldn't be in the space of like constantly trying to defend everything. Like, let's say you write a blog post or talk about something that you're creating, and then somebody comments badly. Someone leaves a bad comment. And so you're like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? This person doesn't like my stuff. But it's really not your place to be defending your thing. Basically, what they're saying is you should just be in a space of contemplation of like what it is that you really want to create, and then create it and then release it and let it go. So ultimately, she said, people quit because they're tired of defending that thing that they created, when they shouldn't. You should just do what you love and do what you're really good at, which is creating that thing that you really love, whether that's a book, a workshop, an art piece, and just do it and release it. So for 2017, if there's something on your list that you've been thinking about doing or putting out there, but thinking, oh, well, I'm not sure if I'm good enough, or what if people don't like it? It's really, I think you need to ignore all of that. And you need to just go with what you feel resonates with you and what you really want to do and what you really want to create and contribute to this world, and just do it. So I give you the permission. And that was it. That is my first Friday wisdom for the weekend. I hope you enjoyed it. We're just under 5 minutes. And I will see you next week. Have the most beautiful weekend. Take care.